Hey everyone, it's October 22nd, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with Swedish serial killer John Ingvar Lövgren, known as Flickmordaren, which translates to the girl killer, who murdered 4 victims in the 50s and 60s. And that is him right up there. I'd like to apologize for the terrible Swedish pronunciation you've already heard in this video. Born in 1930, Lövgren grew up an orphan when both his parents died while he was a young child. He was placed into foster care and grew up to display many troublesome traits, including being a severe alcoholic and having a propensity to expose himself to women on the street. Convicted multiple times of indecent exposure, he spent time in several mental hospitals between 1953 and 1961. He was considered physically weak and had a childlike demeanor, and his doctors thought he had an intellectual disability, only finding work as a gardener. In 1958, he killed for the first time. Lövgren broke into the home of a 26-year-old woman who he sexually assaulted and beat to death. He got away clean, and the authorities never even considered him a suspect until he confessed to this murder years later. In 1962, he killed again when he sexually assaulted and killed a 62-year-old woman, again beating her to death. The crimes that gave him his nickname occurred in 1963 when he molested and killed a 6-year-old girl, then a month later did the same to a 4-year-old. He beat them to death with a rock, an especially brutal means of killing. In an effort to confuse the police, he left a trail of clothes belonging to his last victim as he fled the scene, but all he did was lead the police to his neighborhood. Playmates of one of the girls were able to identify Lövgren as the man they saw their friend with before she turned up dead, and he was arrested. When interviewed by police, he admitted to killing the 2 girls, the older woman, and his first victim, which came as a surprise to investigators. He was deemed mentally incompetent and sent to Salberga prison in the psychiatric ward, where he remained until the end of his life when he died from cancer in 2002 at the age of 71. A famed Swedish novel, The Man on the Balcony, was published in 1967 based on the crimes of Lövgren. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to John Ingvar Lövgren, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.